What's going on, everybody? It is Thanksgiving evening, also known as Skanksgiving, where I'm from here, most of the United States. Skanksgiving is where everybody and their family comes in for the holidays and gets tired of being around their family, cooking and stuff, so they all go out to bars and meet up with people. And I am fishing on Skanksgiving. Got the day off work. High school teacher, obviously, out here at Grayson. I apologize for the bouncy video here. I don't have my my stabilizers in the boat, which is way down there. So here at Grayson, again, it's Thanksgiving evening, which usually is so cold here that you can't really do anything, but it's not bad today. It's like 47 degrees. Got the Stormer bibs on, which I've talked about it several times. These things keep me in the hunt for fish all year long, which I'm super thankful for. Been partnered with Stormer for better part, I guess, 5-6 years now. I bought these things like the first or second year I was affiliated with them, and they've been amazing ever since. I love them. I got this Picasso AFCO Reaper, which is another cool deal. Picasso branded due to the Pro Staff deal. They've done some Pro Staff Reapers, bought one of those. But water temperature was 57 degrees out here last week. Water looks like it's coming down, obviously a little bit more, probably down another foot compared to where it was that last week. We're going to hop in the Stratus, go around the lake, throw a jerk bait. If they ain't eating the jerk bait, I guess we'll find something else. But last week they were freaking smashing it. So Stratus, Grayson, Skanksgiving. Let's get after it, boys. Wrong species. Saw that one over there on live scope. Looked like he was a little bit bigger. I don't think this is the fish that was over there. Might have been several crappie together. Looked like a pretty good sized largemouth or something that wasn't a crappie. That's one thing about this little small jerk bait, is that it will catch crappie too. We saw that last episode. I'm seeing some fish right on the bottom, and I gotta believe that those are bass. With this crazy amount of water temperature change and all that stuff that's happened over the last week. Again, the water's a lot more dingy in here. It's dropped. Right now it's 48 degrees. I want to think it was 56 when I was here on Sunday. So it's dropped 8 degrees. You can see all these bubbles in the water probably. They've really like uncorked this lake, and it's come down probably 2 foot since Sunday, which makes it really tough to catch fish anytime, but definitely here in the fall into early winter when the water temperatures really get cold. And in this cove there's just so much shad and bait fish and crappie. It's like, it's amazing that you can get any fish to bite in here because they have so much bait fish to worry about. Like, I can't believe they even eat this jerk bait, because it mimics a shad or a injured bait fish, but it definitely doesn't look like one. Last week they were stacked on timber like these. There's the fish. So I another crappie. Oh, little largemouth. One thing that I've noticed today is that it has taken an extremely slow retrieve, and I'm not doing near my part. So I'm gonna try to slow down and try to catch some of these fish, but you know, it's tough. So hopefully we get into them. They were stacked on these timbers, what I was gonna say there a second ago before I caught that fish. But it doesn't seem like they're there today, either that or I'm just fishing this jerkbait too fast. Just said, man, I didn't think they were going to hit the jerkbait. Been throwing everything else, and I picked the jerkbait up, make one cast. I swear I think they're all doing this. You can see how this fish has sideswiped it and got hooked. I don't think that they're chasing really well today. I've had several fish short strike this jerkbait. I could feel them hit it, and then that one there, you know, just I think they're just swiping at it and not actually getting it. The bigger fish are obviously not, they're not playing well today. But I fished that whole area right there with a jig, spinnerbait, flat-sided crankbait, and I was throwing a little sonar minnow. Well, I call it a sonar minnow. It's a Berkeley drip swimmer. I was using it as a swim bait. Haven't had a sniff in a while. Picked up this jerkbait again, made literally one cast and caught a fish. Wasn't a keeper. There were several back that way. I'm working my way back down the same bank. There were several back that way that I know I was getting bit, and I would hook them and then they would just come off. So they're just short striking the bait, which tells me a lot of different things. One, I know it's tough here because the water's drawn down and it's winter and it's dropped 8 degrees. But one thing that it could tell me is that I'm throwing the wrong collar jerkbait, I'm throwing the wrong size jerkbait, or I am not retrieving it properly. I think that they want it really slow today. That fish there didn't though. I mean, I jerked it pretty good the first time and it smoked it, but last week it seemed like they were eating it on a pretty steady cadence, and it seems like today that I have to find one, throw it right on his head. There's a little stick up right here, I think is where that fish came from just now. So maybe they still are around timber. They're just being really picky with what they eat. Crappie. Sure enough is. Just so happens that I'm seeing these things on live scope and pitching at them, and they're just bigger crappie. There's just so many crappie and bait fish in this little cove that what I see that I think is bigger bass seem to be just bigger crappie that are grouped up and just look like bass because they're so much bigger than the rest of these other fish in this little pocket. They're eating today. Man, come out here with a little minnow and catch them a limit of those things in no time flat. Dinks are chewing today, boys, but it is all about a slow retrieve. When I stop it for just a split second, little spot of bass. When I stop it for just a lot longer than I have been this whole time, that's when they're hitting it. No big ones are here. I swear I think the bigger bass are right on the bottom. I'm seeing some fish here on the live scope that are literally right on the bottom, just cruising around. I've thrown everything at them on the bottom, the jig, sonar, minnow, you name it. Whatever's on the bottom is not interested in eating today. Ah, boys, I thought that was an absolute giant. Looking down at the graph, it felt just like a fish. Set the hook, got hugely heavy. I was like, I'm snagged. And then it like started swimming off because of that tree branch come off the bottom. Holy crap. That right there was a heart pounder. The old Berkeley drip swimmer for the win, little teeny tiny bass. I mean, this bait, I really don't know how they can make a minnow look that good without it being freeze dried. That is a Berkeley drip swimmer on an 1/8 ounce lead head. Dude, that thing looks sweet. Well, folks, there you have it. I'm pretty frustrated with today. It is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I still got plenty of time to fish. But man, it has been an absolute grind fest here at Grayson today, that's typical. The other day was not typical. Came back in here to try to catch some more fish, and they're either not here or not hungry. I think they're just slam on the bottom. Seeing fish everywhere. Matter of fact, right out here, there's, I mean, a bowl of shad 3 times as big as my boat, and there's fish around it, and I'm seeing fish swimming. So I think they're probably bass, but there's just a big, I mean, a massive amount of crappie that's like right out here in the center. That's really, you know, that's one crazy thing about Grayson is that they have so much food and forage to eat that it makes it astronomically impossible to catch a good fish, it seems like. Well, that being said, I am going to put my rods up, head to the house, and I believe I'm going to make some pecan pies for Thanksgiving tomorrow. So, we didn't smash them, we caught a few. Caught one just now on that new Berkeley drip minnow. Most of the fish came on the Zoom Verno 95 SP. Had it locked in my hand all day. It's been tough, but it's been fun. Hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving, or you guys are probably going to see this after Thanksgiving, so I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. And you guys know the routine. If you guys can, get out there and lean on them. We'll see you next time on another line.